What's up, you guys? Welcome back to podcast Unbroken. It's been a while. We just got back from the Granite Games where we took fourth in the ASRX division. So we came back from a 22nd placing.
That was 27th.
We were sitting 27th at the very first workout. So the first day we were sitting in 22nd.
We sucked eggs on day one.
Yeah, day one was on our day, and day 2 and 3 we came back hard. So next year, podium spot for sure. I don't know about you, but it's been eating me alive. Every time someone says like, "Oh, you took fourth? That's so good," I'm like, "No, it's not." I'm like, we were literally this close from podiuming, and it just irks me. I would have rather taken 14th place.
Well, what I tell everybody is, it makes me not settle. So if I got third, maybe I'd have been a little bit more settled.
Yeah.
True. It's not my time to settle down.
Yeah, I'm super. Like, that got me amped to keep working out. Yeah. That comp was perfect for us.
I'm gonna do some calf hypertrophy. So
you said calf hypertrophy?
Yeah, we're gonna.
You need to work on those hops, dude.
Crush it next year.
Your hops are lame. Not really. If you haven't already, go follow Roderick Lopez on Instagram because he posted pretty much all the workouts, right?
I posted 2 or 3 of them so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna post one every day, except for the first one because I don't want anybody to see that.
Yeah, the embarrassing performance. But yeah, so the workouts we did a lot really good. We got a bunch of like 4th places. We got a 2nd place. We got like a 11th place. We did overall really good. 4
of the 9 workouts were top 5. And then 6 of the 9 workouts were top 10. It's like 4 of those top 5, 2 of them top 10, and then 15th, 27th.
Okay.
13th.
Yeah, we were in the middle of the pack on a row workout, and we suck at rowing, so that was cool.
Guess we don't suck.
Yeah, we don't suck too bad. All right, so the topic of today's episode is kind of talking about 4 do's and don'ts when it comes to building an Instagram, specifically one more tailored towards fitness. A lot of these tips are kind of just general that you could apply to really most Instagrams, but we'll give examples of like different things fitness related that you could do or don't do to make sure you're growing, whether it be you have a fitness business account, whether it be you have a just a personal account, like you want to be like a fitness influencer. These are different things that we're gonna go over.
So pretty much Hudson's gonna tell you what he did, which worked, and then the stuff that I did, which sucked.
No, you're doing good. You have what? How many followers do you have?
12.3.
That's a lot more than most people.
Yeah.
So
we're getting there.
It's funny too because I've been working with Shauna, not to throw her under the bus, but like
throw her under the bus.
She's like not hip, you know what I mean? Like she's not like super internet savvy or things like that. But like, you know,
she's old.
Yeah, she's an old lady, but it's like I'll explain something to her. She's like, "Oh, okay, I get it. I'll post something like that," and then she still doesn't get it. It's funny. So first one, this can be applied to literally anything with Instagram or anything really in life is like consistency. So some people will post 3 or 4 times in one day and they don't post at all the rest of the week. So spreading out your posts is ideal. So let's say, for example, you get 3 pieces of content in one day. Post one that day. Like kind of like how you have all 9 of the Granite Game workouts. You're posting them once a week or once a day. That's perfect.
You don't want to saturate it because then no one will watch. There'll be too many options and people will only see like one of them.
Yeah.
Plus, you post one, it gives you time to get views and likes and communicate back and forth with your peeps.
Yeah. Plus, the algorithm isn't going to let you just post 9 things and we're going to share all 9 of these things for you and just blow your account up in one hour span.
Yeah, if that was the case, we'd be posting all day.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it used to be, but not anymore. So now, really posting. Just focus on being consistent at least once a day or at least 6 times a week. Like, for example, I don't usually post too much on Sundays because Sundays are just light in general. People are out doing stuff, hanging out with family and all that. So you can skip maybe one day a week, but try to be as consistent as possible. 1 to 2 posts a day is really all you need to really succeed and see growth. But we're talking about that in a second, relating to growth and what kind of growth you actually want. Second is be specific as possible. So there's a lot of people that will, fitness influencer, and they post they post random workouts, stuff. Post nutrition, they post this and that. There's some accounts can get away with that. If you already have a huge following, you can post a little more sporadic stuff and do fine. But like the more specific you are, like there's some accounts that literally just post workouts, that just post memes, that just post technique tips, like these different things. Like if I follow them, I'm going to get nothing but that. And if I follow them for that purpose, I'm not going to unfollow them because I follow them because they do that.
Yeah.
Thing. Whereas like if I follow someone because they post nutrition tips and all of a sudden they post them doing a swim workout, well, it's like I don't really swim, or maybe there's someone that doesn't swim at all. Why would I care about this post? And then you start, I stop engaging with that post because I don't care for it. It doesn't do as well on likes, so you might lose or be more stagnant in gaining followers that way. So not to say that you can't post those kind of things, especially if you're like an influence account. Like that's why Instagram stories are so cool. You can post whatever you want on there. Literally post your day, what you're eating, friends and families. People get to know you and build that relationship with people. But when it comes to like your feed, the more specific and pretty and organized and like centered towards one thing it is, the better.
Yeah, I would say too, if you want to post things that are not really related to what you're doing, post on your story.
Yeah.
Because people go to your story to see what the heck you're doing in your day. So if like, I don't know, you post nutrition tips and then you're posting on how to change your oil in the same feed, it's like, what is going on?
Random.
But if you post it in your story, people are like, oh, they're changing the oil today. That's so random.
Yeah. Or, like, for example, you snatch so much weight. People are like, how do you snatch so much weight? In your story, you show, this is my warm-up routine. Or I stretch my hips and my this and that. And then this is what I, do for my snatch complex. People will be super interested in that. And it's another way to gain engagement and just, build more connection to you and your following without posting too many things on your feed itself. Next is appropriate hashtag. This is a big one because
it's hard.
Before, back in the day, I think like a while ago, probably like a year or two ago, you could post anything, and if you had got enough likes on it, it would populate in that hashtag. Yeah, so you could do hashtag gym, and if that post for some reason did really well, it could be on the top of the gym popular page. But now, the more broad you are, the worse the actual page is going to do, because Instagram's only going to promote things that are as specific as possible and are getting a lot of engagement through likes and comments and shares and favorites and all that kind of stuff. So what I like to do is I'll usually have 10 set hashtags or so, give or take, that are specific to my niche. So I'll do CrossFit games, whatever. From there, I'll go and add another 5 to 10 of what that post is specifically about. So I'm posting about thrusters, hashtag front squat, hashtag CrossFit thrusters, for example, just to be as specific as possible to get people from those hashtags. And then from there, I might add other things, like if it's, I don't know, a Monday motivation or something along those lines, where it's kind of like really broad. It's a really big popular hashtag, but can still possibly gain a little bit of traction that way and get you in front of new faces. So I try to get some hashtags that are like around 100 to 500K total hashtags in that one. And then some that are kind of really low, maybe like 10K, for example, CrossFit thruster, and then one that are pretty big, and then maybe one day will all of a sudden, boom, go viral and get a lot of attention.
Do you use like those 10 hashtags that you said you use? CrossFit games, CrossFit community, CrossFit athlete, etc. Those 10 ones, do you post those in every single post?
So when I have people start off, so I'm working with people on it, is I'll first start with those 10 just to get an idea of like, okay, these are my presets. A lot of people don't use presets anymore. These are my presets, and then I'll add to this one and kind of just add 10 every single time, this original 10. Then from there, me personally, I have 3 other presets of 10. So I have a lot of like CrossFit games, boom, those are 10 right there. Then I'll have like CrossFit gym, CrossFit box, CrossFit athlete, that's a whole nother 10. Then I'll have another set of 10 CrossFit ones that are pretty specific to my niche, that no matter what I'm posting can still relate to that post. So the more presets you can have in total, the better. The more specific and the more broad they can be, and you can hit multiple hashtags, the better. Because I've seen that when you use the same ones over and over, then you'll get shadow banned, or it might not do as well. So the more, the better. Yeah. And then sometimes I'll just make a totally different post that's different than normal, and then I'll just make the whole 20 hashtags from scratch that I have never used before.
You use 20 or you use 30?
I don't get stuck on the number anymore. Yeah. I try to make it at least around 20, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, I know so many, and then I'll try to get to around like 29 or 30.
Gotcha.
For example,
30 is the max, guys, if you didn't know.
Yeah. So, for example, I posted so my main account is Constantly Very Fitness, which is memes. So I posted a snatch meme the other day, and I did power snatch, hang power snatch, muscle snatch, overhead squat, snatch mobility. So like I did almost like 25 hashtags just with the word snatch. Exactly, to be as specific as possible. Just because I didn't want to use the same CrossFit ones, and it did pretty well because it's putting it in new faces. And even though muscle snatch isn't the most searched hashtag on Instagram,
people who do
it's so specific. It. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna do better no matter what if you post a hashtag that has 10,000 followers. People actually look at it, and you get 100 likes from those 10,000 people using the hashtag, versus you posting it to a 10 million and it gets totally lost and you're getting 5 likes.
Yeah.
It's not going to do you any good.
Well, I'd make it more simple. I think people might get confused with that. when you post a hashtag and then you go look, like let's say I post the hashtag CrossFit and you look up tags CrossFit, people are posting there like every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
They're gonna scroll far down to see your hashtag. But if I post like the Granite Games, because that's the competition I was at, now you scroll through and a lot of people are gonna see it because people are posting it maybe every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So like essentially, if you only have like 1,000 followers, the more specific your hashtags can possibly be, the better you will be off. Yeah.
Because you're not getting 500 likes per post and being posted on all those hashtags.
And then that way you can get more. Like I'll post sometimes on one day, and after the whole day, like the end of the day, it only hits 1,000 likes, and then 2 days from later, it hits 2,000 likes. So it's still growing because it's such a specific tag that people can scroll and it's still visible. So the more specific your hashtags can be, the better. Don't put hashtag gym, hashtag fitness. The more broad, the more it's going to get hidden, and you're not really going to get any traction from it. Next,
and you also said don't post the same hashtags every single post.
Don't. The more specific and the more different they can be, the better.
Okay.
Yeah. So next, the last tip for growing a really good account is engaging content and also engaging with communication. Yeah. So first with engaging content, like for example, let's say you post a video of you snatching at 225 snatch today.
225, that's it?
People can...
It was a complex.
Yeah. It was probably a power. People might, comment, "Oh, cool, nice job."
Cool snatch, yeah.
But if you're doing that like every other week, people aren't going to be that impressed with it unless you're hitting PRs every week, and people might comment like, "Oh, what the hell are you
taking
doing?
Steroids?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing to PR all the time?"
Are you Ben Gerard?
Ricky Gerard.
Ricky Gerard? They probably both answer.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, so like if you can post something, 225 snatch. I remember back in the day when this used to be heavy. This is what just a year ago I could only hit 135. Like if you're posting, whether it be a story behind it, maybe you're posting, "Hey, what's your guys' max snatch? What if you guys did this contest? What could you hit?" Things that will get people to comment and engage with that specific post, the better. Because likes don't really mean anything nowadays. Like I'll have some posts that get a bunch of likes and like 30 comments. I'll have one that gets, middle of the pack likes, but gets like 200 comments on it. And then those posts usually do pretty well, and then they can keep going from there on out. And then if I care to repost them later on, they shoot up like nothing. So another quick tip that I'm just going to throw in there really quick, the biggest, probably the most important metric for engagement is comments. Comments are so heavy. And like if one person tags someone, then that can bring someone else to your page, which can bring someone else to your page, and then or they can just leave a lengthy comment, and Instagram's like, "Oh, people
engaging with this post."
Yeah, so let's promote it elsewhere.
Yeah.
So if you ask a question or tell a really good story in the post, it'll have better odds of doing really well. And then communication wise, whether it be commenting back on that post to your followers, whether it be commenting to people that you follow, because I used to do this a lot and I'm trying to get better at it, where I would just kind of like scroll and double tap. And that'd literally be me for the next hour, and I'm like, I didn't really know what I saw, I didn't really read anything, I didn't really like actually, it's just like I saw pictures or videos. So I've been trying to actually stop, read every single word of every single post that I see, and I might not see as much because I'm not actually just going through my feed as much, but I mean at the end of the day it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't remember that post anyways if I just kept scrolling. So now I'm actually engaging with more posts. I'm like DMing people. So another quick tip: if you guys go to a post, if you have an account that gets reshares, or maybe people like repost your workouts that you post, if you click on a post, click on the 3 dots, you can go to View Story Reshares, and it'll show you all the people that have reposted your post on their story. So what I've been doing is...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so what I've been doing is, like, if I post something, and I see that does pretty good, and I click on View Story Reshares, and I see that it has a ton of reposts, I'll go and DM every single one of those people, "Hey, yeah, I'm glad you like this post. I did too. I thought it was funny. I like this part, blah, blah, blah. It happens to me." I relate to that person about it, and then I say, "Thanks for sharing it. It really means a lot." And what that tend to do for me is help people be more personal with me.
I don't think I get to do that.
No?
What does it say?
View Story Reshares.
Maybe that one just didn't have any shares.
Go to one of your more popular posts in the past hour or the past day. Okay, click on it there. Boom. So it has to be
something recent.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a couple weeks ago, they probably not repost it.
It was me who reposted it.
The one reshare.
Thanks, me.
Your reshare. So, like, reaching out to people and engaging with that way is really good, especially if you're an influencer. If you say you post yourself working out in your favorite workout shorts, or in your favorite shoes, or in your favorite, taking your favorite supplement, go, instead of just tagging them, be more proactive. Send the video to them. Hey, I've been taking this up for months. I love it. Just want to let you guys know. Blah blah blah. It gets your name in their ear in case if they ever do end up looking for ambassadors or athletes, whatever it is in the future. So the more you talk to people through Instagram, the better. Whether it be through your specific post or someone else's post, whether you DM them, however it is, engagement is the key. It is a social media platform, so be social.
Yeah, that's super important.
Yeah. So
with going with that, I think a lot of people, and I did this when I started Instagram too, people would comment and I'd be like, yeah, that's super cool, like, thanks for commenting, but I would never say anything back. Mm-hmm. Come to realize, you should be engaging and super thankful. I know it might sound silly now, but like, if you have 100 followers and people are commenting and stuff, like, take the time to comment back and talk with them. Mm-hmm. Because hopefully as you grow and you get bigger, people have questions for you that you're known to answer. I mean, you guys have probably done this before. You'll like comment on someone that you look up to or is kind of like a popular person, and they'll
Matt Frazier. How did you?
Yeah. If Matt Frazier commented back to you and answered your question, you'd probably be over the moon. You'd be like, oh my gosh, like, he takes the time, he gives a crap, and that means a ton, and that helps you out, especially if you're trying.
And then it just makes you like that person that much more.
Yeah,
whereas if you DM them, they kind of blow you off. You're like, well.
Yeah. I mean, I've DM'd plenty of people that never DM back, and then there's people that answer all the time, and they're like, for example, Hayden Bowie from Hybrid Performance Method, he DMs back every single time, like, oh yeah, super cool, blah blah blah, like, very very in it. I'm trying to think of someone else who does that. It's like, it blows your mind. Like Craig Ritchie DMs back. I mean, he probably gets a bajillion of them, but he DMs back. He says, oh, how's it going? Obese to Beast, same thing, like, good dudes. So cool. Yeah, take the time to reach out, guys.
Yeah. So those are their 4 tips that would really help build your social presence. Now, 4 that can cause you to be stagnant or even be detrimental to your following, your engagement, or your influence on Instagram. And this is, don't post everything to your feed. So kind of like what I mentioned before about being specific. Don't just post, like, even if you are someone that's like, you're a fitness influencer, you don't necessarily, you can try, but if you feel stagnant, try this out. And don't post your food and your workout and your supplement stack and all these different things that you do. Some people might like that. What I recommend is being specific as possible, so you build a good following to start, and then once you gain 10,000, 20,000, X amount of followers, then start branching out and adding, this is, once a week, my meal of the day, or whatever it is. And see how those do. But don't post just everything to your feed. Try to be as specific as possible. And you can see which one you should prioritize. Because let's say you are someone that just posts whatever now. Look at your analytics. If you're on a business page now, you're really messing up. You should
creator. Oh, business page can be anybody, but creator is only like specific people, huh?
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how it goes. I know creator is better for us because we can. I think if you're a creator, you can't post like how businesses post things for sale. You can tap on it and it takes you right to the link. I don't think you can do that if you're a creator.
Okay.
From my understanding. But look at your analytics and see what out of your top 9 posts, what's the overall theme? What do people like the most? Is it just your workout tips? Hey guys, my snatches. This is what I did today.
I'm gonna look at mine.
Post more things like that.
Oh, that's an overhaul. Ready?
This is for Roger Lopez. Content. Click on see all.
Right.
And then it should already be on the year of engagement. Look at your top 9. So out of your top 6 posts, 3 of them are memes.
That's why I started a meme page, because I'm really funny.
Yeah, so there you go. Because otherwise, if you were to turn this into all memes, it'd be a meme page regardless. But you decided to just put that on one specific account to let it grow. What is this right here?
Tips on how to keep your legs healthy and your shoulders.
So, like a mobility type deal. When are you doing backflip? When are you doing the Granite Games workout? So it's like
fucking just killing it, dude.
So what I do is I'd find the average of like your top 9, top 12, top 15, whatever it is, and then try to be specific down to 1 or 2 types of content. Because more specific, the better. Next, caring about numbers. So Instagram is actually like I've heard for a while is like slowly getting the process of not showing other people your likes. So it gets because people get wrapped up in it and they think, oh, this person gets more likes than me. The only people, I think, in the future, it's already that way for certain accounts, but in the future, I believe so, like big celebrities like Kanye West and stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna check that.
From what I understand. I tried to look at his account, but I couldn't find his account.
The only person who follows Kanye is Kanye.
So the only number that really matters is comments. You can also look at the insights of each post and see how many bookmarks it's getting, how many shares it's getting. But overall, the comments are the main bread and butter you should be aiming for and trying to achieve. So sometimes I'll post and, let's say you hit a new high on your likes. You hit 10,000 likes on a post. You're like, damn, I want to hit that every single time now.
That'd be amazing.
And then you post again and it's 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. So don't get wrapped up in the likes. Just focus on engaging
and content, right?
Yeah, and be quality content people want to see and want to reach out to you for. Third, don't be a sellout. So I probably get emails or DMs at least once a week from some Instagram account that has 100 followers. Says, "Hey, we love your product. Can you review this, or can you shout this out, or how much you charge for a shout out?"
Right.
And it's like,
yeah, don't do that.
Like Amazon quality yoga pants. Or it's like some random supplement company that like I've never heard of a day in my life and has like 10 followers on Instagram. I'm not going to go and just work with any old brand. I'm going to work with brands that align with my goals, that I believe in, that I would personally take or use. So I'm not just going to have someone say, "Hey, can you shout this out?" and I never tried it. Or I don't know what it is exactly. Make sure it's stuff that you believe can benefit you and or your following. So I feel like that's pretty important. So, last thing to not do is posting poor quality. So,
this bugs the shit out of me. Nobody has a Nokia flip phone anymore, guys. Like, if you have an iPhone or an Android, your pictures should look perfect. Like, it blows my mind. I can't take a bad. Like, I can set up my phone like this with like my hand in front of it, and it still looks fine. Mm-hmm. People, I don't understand how people get that bad of quality stuff. Because typically I know the person and I know they have like an iPhone X and I'm like, dude, how does it look like a potato recording this? I don't get it.
Yeah, try to make sure if you're recording a video of yourself, it's centered. Try to make sure it's like you're in focus of the picture. Try to make sure that you take up the majority of the picture of the video and it's not you tucked away in the corner. It's a bunch of random stuff to the side or someone walking through the video. Try to make the post as nice as possible. Take the time to actually do it. It definitely makes a big difference. If you post a blur, even with like my memes, if I post a picture of a meme that's kind of blurry, it doesn't even do half as good. Like it instantly, people
care about quality.
Exactly. If with going back to the person like I used to be, if I'm just scrolling and kind of just liking posts, but I see someone that has legit, like they hired a photographer, they have a photographer friend that took a photo and it's clear and it's super crisp, I might stop and be more inclined to look at it. Whereas if someone posts a blurry, ugly photo, it's kind of them half in I'm gonna scroll right past it. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. And I've heard this in the past. I'm not sure if this is 100% true, but I've heard Instagram can tell when it's a good quality photo. Picture. Yeah, and they will promote it more or not. But even if that's not the case, naturally people will like more of that stuff. That's why when you go on the popular page, you don't see pixelated stuff. You don't see a bunch of crappy quality stuff. Like if I go to my popular page right now, it's a stage photo, a meme, some guy working out his bicep curls, like it's all stuff that's high quality and half of this stuff people pose for. So don't think everything needs to be candid or people like your favorite person that you follow is just taking candid photos of them smiling all the time, laughing with their friends. 99% of the time, that stuff's staged. So don't just believe everything you see. So that is gonna wrap up this video, the 4 do's and don'ts of how to build a successful Instagram fitness. I'm blanking out. Instagram fitness page.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. If you think we left anything out, make sure you include that as well.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at Roger Lopez at Concentrated Fitness. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Every Wednesday, expect an episode. Twice a week was too much. We're coming at it consistently from now on.
Next time, we'll be talking about our Granite Games experience.
Cool. Later, guys.